I have an eager guest, a very enthusiastic man from the previous episode, but today we are going to talk more about Rohil Zalke, who is a engineer, who is a junior speci-
uh,
specific. Wait, I got it wrong. Can you say that?
yeah,
A junior
specification engineer.
specification engineer working in Apple Chemie in Nagpur. I got the company name right. So your
Yeah,
employer will be very happy.
yeah,
And
yeah,
today,
definitely.
Rohil is going to share about his journey right from childhood, school to teens and early 20s when he got his first job, first internship. So I'll give it to you, Rohil. All yours.
Thank you. So, hi everyone. Myself Rohil, based in Nagpur, as Krishiv just told you. So, talking about my stammering, like what I could remember, I started noticing my stammering back in fourth standard, and according to my parents, I used to stammer even before that, but I was not concerned by it because as every small children, they are just concerned about eating, p- 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 playing and all. So then yeah, so then I guess that's why I was not concerned about it. But yeah, while in fourth standard, like I started noticing it. I i i felt it a bit difficult to give my attendance, and yeah and one thing which I properly remember in my school days is that while speaking with my friends, like it was a it was like a very smooth ride. Like I didn't used to stammer too much, but at the same time, communicating with my teachers at school, it was a bit, you know, upside down ride. And the school life was not a big problem for me because this because that school belonged to one of my close relative. So many teachers, they knew about me, they knew about my stammering condition. Yeah, and other than that, one thing which I like, which hurted me the most was that there was a school play, and I participated in that. And yeah, and after the teacher, she noticed my stammering. So then she k- kept me at the back, like she gave me no dialogue, mm, nothing. And and so that thing hurted me a lot in my school days. And other than that, like there like I could always feel a urge to go into the public and then to speak, or to express myself. So then whenever I got a chance, say at like to give a small speech in our classroom, I used to do that. And yeah, and then so my school life was very no yeah, very easygoing and normal. And coming back to my junior like so coming to my junior college days, like for every PWS, the first day of school or college is the most difficult task because we have to give our introduction. And you won't believe, The first day, the class was completely filled by more than 80 students, and the professor, she was picking up each and everyone to give their introduction. And I was sitting at the last bench, so I was just anxious till my turn. And when my turn came, I was blank. I didn't know what to say. So I started using continuing words, or I was behaving as if I was not able to uh, hear them. And and whenever my professor said that introduce you yourself, I will just do like, what? Say that again. And when they said ki tell your name, so then I understood that okay, now I cannot run away. So when I said my name is, I just got stuck. Like I was not able to utter my name at all. I said it 3 to 4 times. My name is stuck. My name is stuck. So then it took me a lot of time to utter my name. And after that day, I became a bit irregular at college. So yeah, but practicals were good. And yeah, and ultimately the teachers, they judged me on my studies and overall academic score. And and when my 12th result came out, so I was the fourth topper from my college. And yeah, so then the overall thing was going like uh, like everything was going very good. And yeah, the most magical thing was that after my 12 results were out, I started to express myself. As I just told that I always wanted to speak in public, or express myself, connect my ideas, connect with people, talk with them. So after 12th, I started to, like, stay in contact with my junior college professors. And then I was like, everything is sorted. Now I know that who I am. So, and then once again, I filled up my engineering form. I got my admission in an engineering college at Mumbai. And first of all, I was like, okay, it will be fine, since I have survived quite well in Nagpur, and surviving in Mumbai wouldn't be a big issue. And my parents were like a bit hesitant that whether they should send me all the way to Mumbai. So yeah, I remember my first day. Everything was so new. The environment, the people, even their language. It was so new. The vibe was so new. And being a PWS at a new location, uh, energy was quite low. So yeah, and yeah, so introducing myself to new people from different cultures, different background, was very difficult for me. And I noticed that when they heard me speaking there, so their expressions were like, who is this weirdo? Why is he speaking like this? Is something wrong with him? So yeah, so then that experience was very new and very frightening, to be very frank. And my parents were not with me. Yeah, but I made some good some really good friends. So yeah, so first and second year of college were very tough. Like Like I remember in second year of my engineering, I was actually into uh, depression because like I just wanted to find my voice. And above that, um, like when you are not able to adjust in the environment, no, so then it is quite difficult to deal with everything, like to deal with your personal life, deal with your studies and everything. So then my academics were going low, and like I was being known as the troublesome guy in my college, in my department. And I even heard a professor that she spoke this in front of many people, that I stammer just for sympathy. So then that thing really
Wait,
hurted
really?
me. Yeah,
You
yeah,
stammer
really.
for sympathy?
Yeah, that's what they told me. Like that's what they announced. Like to be very frank, that's what they announced.
Oh God. Carry on, carry on.
Yeah, yeah. So then I was like very broken. Like I felt like someone has uh just pinched me, and then I am broken into pieces. Yeah, right. Exactly the way you can crush an ant, like destroyed in a second. So then that's how I felt about myself. And then I call my father. I told him that I am not able to adjust here. Like I want to quit, I want to come back. So my father said that okay, you take a break of 10 days, 15 days. So I was at home with my family, and he explained me that it's okay to lose, it's okay to feel frightened. And he told me that once that after sunset, there definitely there will be sunrise. You just need to have some patience. So after finding my power, I decided to go back. Like I was in completely new energy. So like there was an energy to fight for something now, because I expressed whatever I was feeling with my family, and then I somehow got energy to fight back. So it was third year, and as in all engineering colleges, from the third year itself, you can feel the pressure to get placed in a good company. So all that vibe was developing, to score good, prepare yourself, work on your skills. And that's when i I noticed my interest in coding. And since I was back from my home with new energy, so you might have heard about hackathons, right? Hackathons. So then
Yeah.
there was a
Can you, in short, just explain what is a hackathon?
okay, yeah. So then a hackathon is like it's like it is a coding challenge. Okay, so then the authority, okay, or the authority or the company which organizes a hackathon, so then they introduces us with with a problem. Okay, and then we have to find a solution for it with the help of tech, technology. Okay, so then in 2018, Um, so so the government of India conducted Asia's biggest hackathon, and our college participated into that. And even I was in their team. So yeah, so then for so then I was the only chemical engineer who had participated in a coding challenge. Uh, so then I participated into it, and then coming back to the interviews. So then we all were preparing for it, interviews and all. And when the companies they actually came, like, I really felt it very hard to get into those interview rounds, because somewhere, due to stammering, I was pulling myself back. Like I had already made up my mind that they are not gonna select me because of stammering. They need people, they need fluent people. So I had already pulled out myself. But when I saw my friends being placed, so I felt that, okay, I should give it a try. So after many failed attempts, I would like to share my first interview experience. So yeah, so then I passed my aptitude round. I passed my written communication round, and then there was a technical round where the interviewer will ask you technical questions. So she said, she asked me to introduce myself, it was my first personal interview. And my first word, by mistake, I spit on her hand. So then my so then my so then that was my first interview. Yeah, because I was so nervous, due to my stammering, and I stammered a lot. I was not able to control it. Okay, but such kind of things happen. So after many failed attempts, I I finally got placed uh, at a chemical company. And the best thing I felt was that even though I stammered a lot, but due to my technical knowledge, they selected me. And that's the best part I felt, that they kept aside my stammering, and they selected me for my knowledge. So yes, and at that time I was like flying in air, because it was a because first job is very special for all of us, whatever our background or whatever our things might be. So yeah, and during those times I used to use a lot of connecting words. Like, I will act as if I am not able to hear anything. Okay, so then work was going on. I got a new job. So I changed my job. And during and before joining that company, so the interviewer knew that I stammered. And he was like, okay, even I was okay with that. So when my work actually started, so my production manager, he was not at all happy that I stammer. And as I said, I used to use a lot of continuing words, like a lot. So yeah, so then they decided to put me at a lower level of hierarchy, as if you look a proper corporate uh, corporate hierarchy. Below the engineers, the the diploma level students, they work for the engineer. But in my case, uh, I I was working under a diploma level student just because I used to stammer. So then that's when I understood that I really need to do something about it. So while searching for solutions, I came across the Indian Stammering Association. So my first SHG meeting, I still remember. Yeah.
When did you join the Indian Stammering Association, and how's your journey been from there?
Yeah, so so then since I joined the Indian Stammering Association in 2019, like I know it was in March, it was in April end, or yeah, Feb, the end of Feb. Yeah, it was in end of Feb 2019, and that's when I joined. And my first SHG meeting was in uh, Mumbai, since I was living in Mumbai at that time. So that's when I met with Nikhil Iyer. So then, since that time, Nikhil Iyer has been a really wonderful mentor for me. And yeah, and then while being a part of TISA, I found it as a wonderful platform to express myself. And as I said, that I always had that urge to speak in public, com- communicate with people, share my ideas. So I used to always share about the books I read, and everyone, they felt it very exciting, and they used to always compliment me for the books I read, and then whatever I shared. So then so then I felt that yeah, and while attending the SHGs, everyone had something unique to share. So I and there and also during that time, I like my employer said me that you are very bad at communication, you can't present yourself. So then I just approached Nikhil Iyer, that we the PWS, if we can share such unique things at our SHG meeting, so then why don't we have our own presentation event where we can share such unique facts uh, on under one platform. So Nikhil Iyer, he supported me a lot, and we together we started this TISA presentation event. And since that, it is like and many people have enrolled into it. And then that's how we and then that's how we and then that's how we understood the power of content. And then we thought that why not we should start such a event where content is the king, rather than fluency, right? Because being a PWS, we are just told that uh, just because you are not fluent, you are not good at communication, but then content is the king. So then that's how, while working with Nikhil uh, Nikhil Iyer, and Sachin sir, and Harish sir, we started TISA debate event. And yeah, and I am very happy to share at this platform that I joined the Indian Stammering Association to get help from the TISA, and approximately after uh, 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 30 years, there was a international conference for the stammering community, and then uh, TISA had
Stutterfest.
given me a chance. Yeah, start. Yeah, yeah, and TISA had given me a chance, along with two wonderful people, Ashima Gogoi and Alvin Dave, to represent the Indian Stammering Association at an international level. So then that felt really very wonderful.
That was an inspiring story, Rohil. And I think you explained in very much detail. It was a very detailed and a very, very detail oriented story. I enjoyed it. Was very engaging. Can I give you a small feedback?
Yeah,
So this is something I've learned from my Toastmasters experience that your speech, your content was really king. So you are a king, Rohil. Okay.
thank you.
Only one thing that I would like that I would like to see in our next session is that use less helping words or connecting words like so, like, you know, so, especially the word so.
Yeah,
And, you know, in a way, I kind of challenge you to communicate with least amounts of this is something I've learned from Toastmasters. I have been a part of Toastmasters, and I would enjoy our next session to see that little bit of improvement. But hats off to your courage, hats off to all the things you've been through. I remember you told me that there was a session where you got stuck for 2 minutes. So
yeah.
when we say that we get blocked, it's like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. But can you, in short, because we are running out of time, but can you tell in short what was the story behind that long 2 minute block? Because 2 minute is a lot to be on a block. So just in short, if you could explain us.
Yeah, so then that was the first day of my junior college, and then that was the first time I was speaking in front of more than 50 people, that to 50 unknown people. So then that was the reason for it.
Well, you're making little progress, and see, here you are, probably a first or second stream on YouTube, and I hope you'll become a YouTuber or a author someday, and you'll write a book in your latest stage of life. But thanks a lot, Rohil, and
Thank you very much.
all the viewers. If you have an inspiring story, a strong message, then feel free to reach out to me, and we will have you in the next session. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and thank you.